So we are live. Hello,
Woohoo!
everyone.
Hello.
Woohoo!
Hey. Hello.
Hello, everyone. This is Flo. Most of you already know me. Hello. But we will be having Jasper joining soon. Oh my God, my cat. Oh. So, I'm sorry. After the cat incident, I think that we can start by introducing the guests. The cat incident is not over, as you can see. She wants to join the streaming too. She wants to be featured, I think. So, who starts? Who wants to start? Martin, perhaps?
Yeah, sure. Hey there. I'm Martijn. I'm rookie in rookie 155. I think this is going to be my 9th race. So,
Ninth race.
Yeah. Predicting for a win, hopefully.
Yes, that's the spirit. Carl goes next.
I'm Carl. I'm rookie 153. Been leading my series so far. Although I've been having some good competition lately, and I'm only running second now instead of usually the lead. But also hoping to have a good season.
Very nice. Thank you. Now, Vasco, tell us about yourself.
Yes, hi, I'm Vasco. I'm from Rookie 110, and I'm trying to score points all the races.
Yes. Who isn't? I am not, actually. I'm trying not to score points. Did you guys know that was a thing?
Well, last I talked to you, yeah, apparently.
You're not trying to score
why are you
points.
so slow?
Well, I'm trying not to promote to the next tier, so I usually try not to score too much. But I think that I went too far this season because I downgraded my car so hard that I'm ending a little bit away from the points. I think last race I was 11th, but I finished 15th in some races. So maybe I'm trying too hard.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, might be.
It might be. I'm wondering if you guys have a preference of what race we should be following tonight.
I don't mind. Mine is a little bit boring because I'm on a really different strategy. Maybe the end will be nice, but
Yeah, the end might be interesting.
Yeah.
The during won't be very interesting. What about Carl? Carl, is your race going to be fun or?
No, I have a small group. It looks like today the 3 or so competitive people. Well, actually, it was 4. 3 did not qualify today, so I only have one person that's giving me any competition. I'm already like 10 seconds ahead of the rest of the group, so probably not much fun watching. Just watch me and the other person run around the track. That would be it.
Interesting race. So we're going to leave Jasper's race, I think. Jasper,
probably.
By the way, you can put yourself online, you know?
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, everyone.
Come.
Sorry, I'm late.
No, not there.
So I just tuned in. I didn't see the first 2 laps, but I like what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I thought you would enjoy that view, but I see a green car right behind.
2 actually.
Yeah, but I know one of those particularly well. For those that are not following it, that's one of my teammates, and that's a car I designed. So yeah, I know the car.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Yeah, well,
So guys,
looks like that car's trying to pass. Oh, no, fail.
Oh, you will see that another 30 times during this race. Don't worry.
Yeah, you guys are pretty competitive there. At least the top three are.
So guys, I was about to say that I invited you to join the streaming tonight because I wanted to the community to meet some of the newbies that we got in the last weeks. Because we had a very particular phenomenon taking place, which was the launching of the game in the Steam platform, and that brought most of you, not all of you, but most of you to the game. So I thought it was a pretty interesting moment to, I don't know, maybe show the community what interesting and nice newbies we have around, you know. Did you all guys join through Steam, or I think that one of you did not? Who is it?
Yeah, it's probably me. I've played this many years before, back I think in 2014, and somehow my spam filter on the Outlook broke. So I got emails again from GPRO so like, hey, season 92 is starting, join up, and I was like, yeah, okay,
That
let's give it a try.
That happens every season. I mean, what in particular happened this season that got your attention?
Well, Formula One started again, and
yeah,
I think
that
my
was a
spam
good
filter
weekend.
broke. So
we had like, I don't know, 550 registrations every day that weekend. That was awesome. It was a great weekend for the site. What about Carl and Vasco? Did you guys join through Steam?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, you did.
I joined through Steam. I saw it on Steam when I was roaming around the play games, and I was like, "Oh, this looks interesting." I thought it was like, I don't know, some based on Steam. Then I realized soon after it was web based. So I, after fiddling around with the app a bit, I went to the website, and then it reminded me of these old games I used to play. I played very similar to these before many years back, and so I enjoyed them. So I was like, oh yeah, okay, I'll stick around with this. And then I noticed the race is starting in 2 hours. Qualify ends in 1 hour. I'm like, oh crap. So then I just
You rushed.
Yeah, I rushed like crazy to try, because it was the first race of the season. I was like, well, if I'm gonna do this, I have to like get this car ready. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So I went looking through the help stuff. I went trying to figure everything out, leaned on my previous knowledge of similar games, and managed to fix up the car, qualified, did a bunch of noob mistakes, like upgrading the car to...
nice. Someone didn't read the new guide.
Yeah, well, that was... Yeah, I'm going to blame the app for that one, because it has a little checklist and it has all these things that you should do, and upgrade the car was one of them. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm supposed to upgrade the car. And then it did a check mark after. I'm like, okay, I did a good thing. And then later I find, no, that was not a good thing for a straight, right off the bat newbie to do, and before his even first race, is to spend money upgrading the car to a level 2.
That was one of the things we discussed. You know, that happened to someone else today too.
Yeah.
Martin was there in the conversation, right, Martin?
Yeah. Before my first race, I did some testing, and I was like, oh no, the percentage shows how much health I have left. So I thought my engine level 1 before even my first race only had 44% left. So I replaced it with a new one. Same with some other expensive parts, so that was already money down the drain. And then I did my first race, ran way too high risk, and yeah, could also throw my second engine away after race 1. So big mistakes
Interesting.
and
We
big
have
mistakes.
what is this boost round settings, strategy settings? Well, it seems that we have some other newbies on the streaming and they have questions, of course. So we are going to try to answer. The boost laps are laps where your car and driver make an extra effort and they are meant to go faster during those races, but you don't have those available during all race. You have only 9 of those. They come in sets of 3. You have 3 opportunities to do that with 3 laps each. And in most cases, well, sometimes you'll be blocked and you won't see a very remarkable difference between the lap time you used to have. But in most cases, you will see a noticeable difference. But you also have to take into account that that comes with some drawbacks or consequences, and that you most likely see something affected in your car, perhaps. You might need to take care and check what happened to your car parts after the race, and perhaps you can see a difference between other races and the ones that you use the boost laps. Hello, everyone. JD, Onur, and everyone who said hi. I'm sorry, I wasn't following the comments a lot. But we had this Spanish newbie joining today that you were chatting with him, Martin.
Yeah.
And he also had this problem with the checks. You know that.
Yeah, it was a little bit of I struggled with the conversation really because I am not from Spanish origin or a Spanish speaking country, so tried my best. Yeah, it can be confusing sometimes from the start.
Where did you learn to write in Spanish, or is all just Google Magic?
Google Magic and Duolingo.
Oh, Duolingo, nice, very nice. Have you guys used the boost laps already?
One of them. Right from the start.
Oh, you try to use them on the start?
Yeah, same here. I do a boost lap on the start and at the end.
I'm not using boost laps.
Why?
Saving the car.
Okay, that's a hint for whoever asked.
Yeah,
Trying to save the car.
I don't use my third one in an attempt to save the car. I just leave it for the beginning and the end. The end usually because you have less fuel. It's usually where your faster laps will be, depending on your pit strategy. So if you boost at the same time, there's a good chance you can get the fastest lap.
It's an interesting approach, but
you also have tire wear.
Well, that's what I meant by it depends on your pit strategy. If you're going right to the end of your tires, then yeah, that's not going to make a lot of difference. But if you still have plenty of your tires left, or a decent amount, at least where they're not worn, you could potentially still make a fastest lap. I've done it a couple times.
Yeah, but you also need to take into account in what stint you are trying that, because if you do it in one of the last stints, particularly the last, maybe you can see a surprise depending on what kind of skills the driver has.
Mm-hmm.
Be careful, because some drivers get a little tired when the race is ending. Hint, hint.
Yeah.
And if the drivers are getting a little tired when the race is ending, they might not be very efficient using the boost laps. Not particularly the boost laps, but they might not be very fast at that moment. And even when the boost laps will make it improve, it's not the best moment to get a fastest lap, is what I mean.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh, we have a first timer here. Hi, Taki. We should try to pronounce all the names here. I'm sure that we are all going to fail.
Yeah, I think Taki Farm.
Taki Farm. I don't know if that's a nickname or a name.
I think it's a nickname.
I think it's a nickname, but I'm not sure.
Curse him. Go hunt him.
What?
No, never mind. Looks like Wouter is a little too fast today, by the way.
Yeah.
Don't know if you noticed, but it didn't take as long as I imagined it would.
Yeah.
For him to pass me.
Perhaps he was using some of these called boost laps that we were discussing.
Perhaps.
Who knows?
Or
Perhaps.
a little bit of risk.
Yeah, I'm falling behind a little bit on mine. Still second, but losing the leader slowly.
Oh, that's upsetting.
Yeah, kind of.
How are you
I'm
guys
3
doing
seconds
in
out of place.
the standings this season? Are you all planning to promote to amateur next season? Are you in position to, but you choose not to do? What
I'm
are
in
your
position.
plans for next season?
I'm in position. I'm trailing behind the P1 in the standings. He started 2 races earlier than me, so I had a little bit of a catch up. And if he finishes second, then the gap will slowly turn down to 12 points. So if I win the rest, I can end on a tie with him. So
Go ahead.
What?
I think going to amateur, retaining trying to get the basics a little bit better, because rookie, some stuff is really like, there's a level cap on some stuff, so I'm trying to find a balance in amateur next year. Or
Next season.
next season.
We are just ending March. No, it's not that late into the year. Wait, what about the rest, Carl and Vasco?
I've gotten pretty much first or second my entire season, minus the third race where I blew up the car before I learned about where,
Nice.
at least more about where. Outside of the third race, it's either been first or second, so I'm actually leading my group by a good margin. So I'm looking to promote, and then my goal is not to come back into rookie because I'm not a big fan of the reset in rookie. So I'm looking, to go to amateur, and maybe I'll stay in amateur for a bit. I assume that I'm not going to be able to get out of there easily. And I might just stay there for a season or two to build up my team first before trying for pro. Or pro's next, I think. So
I think that for a newbie, that's a little bit of a rush to get out of amateur.
Nah, I don't like staying in rookie.
Nah, I'll be fine.
Amateur's my minimum. If I don't get there, I'll be pretty sad.
Oh my god,
I think Flowment is ambitious to get out of amateur so quickly. I think that's what she was saying. To get out of rookie is totally fine.
No, I think it's pretty doable. I just don't expect it to be done on the first season of being an amateur, though. If I can manage it, hell, I'll try for it. But I'm not expecting it.
Maybe your teammates will be nice in the future to let you pass.
Maybe.
Well,
just drive them all.
Carl, that one of my mentees is in your group.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He's in your group. He was. How did you race? Oh yeah, but it went fine, really. But there's this annoying Canadian guy in my group that he's too fast, and I was cracking up because he was talking about you.
Oh, that's funny. Was it Roman? Romanyanov?
No, Dale.
Because. Oh, okay. So Dale Shipper.
Dale, he joined like 2 races ago or so.
Yep. Yeah, I'm looking at the standings right now. Yeah, it was about 2 races ago. He got second and then third, so he's doing all right.
Yeah, he's doing very well, but
This
he
race
wants
he's
to
in third right
catch
now
you and
behind
he
me.
can't.
Yeah, he's about 30 seconds off pace right now, unfortunately for him. But I'm 10 seconds behind this Roman guy that all of a sudden, just like the last 2 races, he went from being 12th and like 8th and like not really a competitor to now all of a sudden last race winning it, getting pole from me. And then this race he took pole from me again, and now he's ahead of me by 10 seconds. Yeah, I know, really. The nerve. I was leading this thing.
How dare he?
This is my season.
Well, there's a fair chance that he changed his driver and he
must have done
actually picked wisely. And that makes a really big difference at rookie, you know?
He went from an average driver to now all of a sudden the top driver in this group.
Yeah.
So he did something. He got advice or figured out something. So now I'm gonna have to I don't know. Gonna have to
perhaps
do
he
a
had a better
research
mentor than you did.
Maybe.
Or he got lucky. He just signed a driver and it turned out to be a good.
Yes, that's also a possibility. But lucky or planned, I think he nailed the driver thing.
Yeah, I think he got a good driver, as well as I've noticed his car's at level 3 right now. So I think he upped his car, and that's also giving him a little advantage here, which I'm going to have to try and match, I think, after this race or in the next race. But I'm so far in points, it's not a huge concern, although I like padding my profile with wins, so...
Same.
He likes the wins. Well, we have a question from our beloved audience. We have I assume it's a newbie, Nulon. I don't know how to pronounce that. Sorry if I'm destroying your name. He's asking if we can discuss the team feature. Wow.
Teams as in like the teams that you join that are good.
I believe that he's asking about the teams the teams you join and other players you play along with.
Unless you know what you're doing, unless you're a veteran, they are very important. Highly recommended to join a team, an experienced team at least, one that's well established, or at least know what they're doing. They will help you tremendously in performing well and better and learning the game and just overall.
Some of you
absolutely agree. Yeah.
Some of you already have teams, some don't. Did you find the difference between having a team and not having it?
I didn't have much of a choice.
Why?
You didn't have a choice?
I was pulled.
Pulled
to a team.
He was groomed into a team.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about it? Yeah.
Nah, I have Stockholm syndrome on that, so I can't say anything bad from my team. So I'm loving it. I'm really, really loving it. No pressure whatsoever. And yeah, if I don't represent Go Nitrous team family, yeah, I don't get food at the end of the day. So
you're basically hiding in the background the dungeon they locked you in.
Yeah,
I see.
Nitrous Racing. Yeah, I've got an offer from them, so I declined them. Sorry.
Yeah, you joined up with my prospective team, or the team that I'm with, rather. We're not. We're going to be supposed to be forming next season, though.
Yeah, next season.
So right now it's kind of like in limbo and just helping each other out.
Well, but you started communicating with your future teammates, I understand.
Yeah, that's kind of what I mean by limbo. We're communicating, helping each other out, but officially we're not in that team until the start of next season. Right now, I'm on a different team that didn't really work out so much for me, but I'm sticking them out till the end of the season. And then I was going to look for a different team, but then I ended up finding these guys with Martin, and so good things hopefully for next season and on.
Well, these are to reply to Nolon. These are the new guys like you who shall start experiencing the team life, but we can have a perspective from Jasper, perhaps, who is much more experienced in this.
Yeah, so I agree with what was said earlier. I mean, team is really important, not so much for in-game advantages. It's true that you get some team points money at the end of every season, but it's not going to make a huge difference. But what it's about is sharing information with your teammates. So if you can have a team of 10 people, or even more if you're in a family team, the knowledge that you share, the data that you share, being able to figure stuff out together, that's really helpful. Because on your own, you're never going to figure out everything about this game. It's basically impossible, or it would take you many years. So yeah, joining a team if you want to go up is definitely the way to go.
I think I've seen a few guys trying to do that on their own, and they went pretty far, but it's not the same. Especially, well, the speed, of course, because the number of data sets you need to analyze things, the more you have, the better results you have. Of course, the outcome, not that you are going to get better race results yourself. But well, I agree with all of you. Teams are very important here. I'm going to add that given this game, I know that for many of you this is new because you have just found of the game, but this game has been online since 2005, 2006. On 5 it was the betas, and the season 1 took place in 2006. So you are facing a pretty high learning curve, a steep learning curve. So even when the lower levels are easy, we can say they are easy, especially rookies. It's an easy level. You will start finding more competitive players as you go up the leagues. So it's very important that, yes, you do a learning experience and you start getting a grasp of what can be done in the game and learn the basics. But if you can join more experienced players later on, perhaps when you are around amateur or so, that will be very beneficial.
Yeah. Just one more thing I'd like to add to what I said previously. It's also, I mean, the fact that being in a team is about the people that you interact with, that also means that it's very important that you don't just join any team. So you
like
need
I
to...
did.
I warned you about that.
Yeah, you warned me. Yep. And now I'm regretting
Don't
it.
join the first team you see, and you went and joined the first team you saw.
I didn't know what teams meant and how they. Yeah, no, don't join the first team. Listen to that part.
Carl,
He didn't listen that, and he regrets it.
That's a $3 million you never get back.
You never get it back.
But now I'm in
Read the
hopefully a really
tutorials.
good team.
Read the tutorials, yes. Oh my god. Well, we are still getting some other questions about this team thing and about the manners of a newbie who just joined the team. Well, that depends on the team. Many teams are very open and see the other players as equals. Others have some sort of hierarchy. You need to try to learn as much as you can about the team before joining to know what is appropriate. Some teams, I've heard of teams that do not grant access to all the tools and all the information to newbies. They make them wait and reach a higher level before they grant full access. And some other teams just are open and will share everything with you from the very beginning. The key here is talk to the team back and forth before joining it, because if not, you are going to join a pretty inactive team or a team that is not a good fit for you.
Yeah.
I had quite a few bad experiences regarding teams in my early days, but not quite a few. Just one, because I didn't join those many teams before the one I have now. But I joined the team thinking, oh, well, these guys are experienced and are from all over the world. Oh, this is going to be so much fun. And then I suddenly realized that they were not active at all. So that was a big issue.
Well, what Jules also said, if you want to learn, getting a mentor is a great idea too.
Yeah, indeed.
After my first race, I deep fried my engine. So I signed up. So I signed up for a mentor, and he got me up to speed again. And he said, yeah, basically the risk you are putting is a big no-no. We're gonna try this. You have spent way too much money, because I thought, yeah, I've money to spend, money to spare. I can be fast from the get-go. I was wrong. So my mentor was like, yeah, okay, this is what we're gonna do, and we're gonna see how it works out. And yeah, basically.
What risk did you put in the beginning?
50 clear track.
Oh my god!
I put 70.
Oh no!
That's why
25.
That's why and where I learned about wear soon after on the next race, and why I came 12th. And every other race I was first or second. It was like, oh yeah, okay, where's the thing?
Yeah,
I put 25, and that's way too much still for rookie.
That's true, but like my first race was Bahrain, so that was already demanding on the engine. And like I said before my first race, I switched it, even though I could have just done the race with the level 1 engine I did. So basically, pushing your second engine of the season already to 72%. That's it's rough because it costed a lot.
Well, one of the things that we can hint without giving away too much is saying that if you're using risk, and let me highlight using risk, the lower the level of the part, the more it's going to wear. So be careful, because if you start using risks or doing testing is a big car wear too. If you start testing or using risks with a very low part level, you are going to experience something like Martin experienced, which is you're going to deep fry your engine.
Even with the pilot. The rookie pilots will also wear the parts way more than more experienced pilots, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everything influences everything in this game. So we need to check and recheck everything to see if we don't fry our engines on every race.
I also fried my my driver because she had, I think, 93% adrenaline or stamina points left. And I think after the race, if it could go negative, then it would definitely will.
My first couple of races were like that, yeah.
So, yeah.
So, guys, please pay attention to this, because these are all the tips of what not to do when you start playing the game. what not to do. Don't fry your engine. Don't abuse risk. That's the point. No, don't abuse risk.
Don't buy level 2 parts right away when you first join.
Oh, that's a classic rookie mistake.
Yeah, that's what I did.
It's warned about in the, I think it's in the noob guide or the wiki. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
I only had 2 hours before that first race.
I
So
think that many players would have saved themselves the frustration of seeing their balances struggle if they cared to read the the guys on the
but I found the rookie guide after my first race.
Yep, same.
It wasn't very clear that there was one or where it was placed. So maybe giving it a better eyesight position would be better to not get that many mistakes regarding to this.
Have it pop up like right away when joining.
I got lucky when I started. It was just right before a race, so I had 2-3 days to prepare and read and absorb everything that I could to prepare myself for my real first race. So I guess I got a little bit more lucky than them and had more time and more ease to learn and read the tutorials and prepare everything that I think I needed to prepare to make at least to go until the end of the race.
Well, not all newbies do what you did back.
I had time.
You had time and you looked for a mentor and found one very, very early.
I think the mentor looked for me, but yes.
Yes, I know what happened. You were groomed, as I already described. You were groomed.
I also think you're not supposed to get things right starting from the first race, right?
Oh,
it's
absolutely.
normal that your first race you completely botch it and you use your entire first season to learn the basics.
I've been making a mistake almost every race this whole season. At least one mistake almost every race.
I've learned more from the races that I have basically lost all the positions and did everything wrong than the ones that did right.
Well, I think that Jasper has a very good point here, that you should use your rookie season or seasons if you spend more than 1 year at rookie to learn about the game. And the mistakes are, of course, way cheaper at rookie than at any other tier later on. Taki is asking about the budget here, and this is a very good question, because yes, the rookie budget is reset to 30 million if you did not race 17 races in the previous season, or to 35 if you completed 17 races the previous season, and you have a new budget. So if you are a rookie and you are going to get your budget reset, why not taking advantage of that and using it to invest in learning instead of investing in frying your engine and trying to be fast? First, learn to be fast. There's another thing that some people don't know, most people don't know, I would assume, especially the newest, is that of course all rookies make mistakes, and all the guys here have described some of the most classic rookie mistakes that you can make, but that you have an option that is called a soft reset, that it can be used mid-season or during the season, after race 4 and before race 15 or 14 or 14, I don't recall exactly, but it's after race 4. You can use that to your advantage, because let's say you did like Martin and you spent on level 2 parts before the very first race, and you also made the mistake to use too much risks, and your parts are all destroyed, and you found perhaps yourself after 4 or 5 races with no money left to update your car because you made other mistakes, you didn't get a mentor, so you didn't know very well what to do. So in that case, you can reset your account, get a new budget. It won't be 13 or 35 millions. It will be a proportional part of that according to the race of the season it is. And you are free to start over and try again and learn again with a new budget.
Yeah, because when I joined, I only got 28 million.
Yeah,
So,
because you didn't join on race 1.
Yeah, I joined on race 3. So you lose 1 million for every race you start later, or
I think it is, yeah.
Yeah, I also
million's not
spent
all that much.
way too much money on signing good drivers. I think I already spent like 5 million on drivers.
Bids. You
Yes,
spent
on
5
bids.
million on bids.
Yes.
Ouch.
Well, ouch.
I thought my 2 million was
Indeed.
bad.
So
Which
yeah.
is better? We have a discussion topic here. Which is better, fewer pit stops or faster tires?
That depends.
Depends. Yeah, depends on
Yeah,
track,
depends.
the weather, and the track.
And
Temperature and track.
Yeah, and the driver too.
Those three, I think, are.
Yeah.
It
very
depends on
important.
everything.
Yeah.
Rule of thumb: if it's very hot, you might, in most cases, not all, but in most cases, prefer a harder compound and less stops. And that can be applied the other way around. If it's really cold, you might prefer a softer compound and more stops. Because there's something that you should learn about and research about that is called the tire compound difference. And it varies with the weather, as the guy said. It's also pretty dependent on the track length. So you want to pay attention to that before choosing a compound for the race.
If I can give another tip about that, it's smart to use your practice laps also to look at the difference in performance between the different tire compounds. So I know you need your tire, your practice laps also to find your car setup, but it's very worthwhile to do some practice laps, let's say on extra soft, and then some practice laps on hards, and then you see how big is the difference, and that will also play into your strategy decision.
As well as overcut and undercut on the races, because sometimes making more stops will in fact make the car go faster because the tires are always new, but sometimes overcutting your opponents will make you last longer on track if the pit stops will take longer. So there's a lot of things we need to take in consideration by the strategy.
Also depends on the overtake difficulty of the track. For example, last race in Germany, I did a 1 stop with hards, and my one guy in my group did a 2 stop on the mediums, and because I was able to block him with his fast and mediums, he.
Keyword here being blocking.
So basically, I didn't let him get the gap he wanted, and that paid off for me later in the race. So
indeed, that's something that is very, very common, that a relatively slower car gets to block the ones behind. The ones behind are not able to overtake, so that makes them lose time, and the one that is doing the blocking, which is not something you voluntarily do, but sometimes you can have a little bit of influence in doing it, then that person comes on top. And takes advantage of the one less stop. We have been asked about sponsors. Well, yes, sponsors take time.
Going off of my experience with the one sponsor I managed to acquire, it took me about a month, roughly.
Jesus.
That's a pretty successful negotiation there.
Yeah, I found only doing one at a time will be quicker as well. And I put it on high priority. I don't even know it's probably meant for when you're with multiple, but I put it high priority,
Yeah.
do one at a time. It took me roughly a month. I don't remember how many races exactly, but it took about a month of negotiating. My second one, I think I'm on the second race of negotiating with them. I think this race would be the third one, and I'm only at 30%. So it takes time.
It takes time, and it takes also.
It depends on the driver's charisma as well, I believe. At least as far as I've learned.
Have you
So you
researched
are
all
reading
that?
the tutorials.
Yeah, I said that afterwards. I started reading all that.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
No,
Well, I invite everyone to try to analyze how much influence the charisma has in the negotiations, if any.
Sorry.
We're a bunch of noobs. We don't know that yet.
well, tried to negotiate with 3 at the same time. So the first races were like 5% progress. And then I put in some wrong answers because one dropped out. And now it has been a little bit more faster. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm going to add a couple things here first. It is true that if you focus on one sponsor, you're going to, of course, take less time to sign that one sponsor. But that's not a strategy you might want to apply all the time or at every tier. Perhaps a rookie is a good idea. I wouldn't do that in the higher leagues, especially at amateur. And also, I invite all of you to analyze what happens with the total progress of the negotiations when you are negotiating with one or more sponsors. That's a challenge. I leave you.
Yeah, when I first started, I was doing two.
Take down notes. Conclude what happens.
It takes forever.
It takes forever. What happens with the total progress? What happens with the money you get offered by the sponsors?
I didn't pay attention to that.
You
I
might
don't know.
see a few surprises there.
I don't know. I still haven't signed a new sponsor yet. So, yeah.
You know.
Taxes and IRS, I presume?
No, but taxes are something that happens at the end of the season. It won't happen during the negotiations. Well, another thing that that we need to discuss about sponsors is that okay, I forgot.
Damn, you were making it so dramatic.
I got lost. I got lost in what you were talking, and I forgot what I was going to say. Okay. The multiple negotiations I mentioned. It was something one of you mentioned, that it was that you have these questions about that the sponsors ask you, and some of these questions have the effect of making the sponsor leave the negotiation. Be careful with what you answer, because you might want to be very honest and very nice to your sponsor, but your sponsor might think that what you just replied is not what his or they are looking for, and they might try to look for someone different to work with, you know. So be careful with that. That was what I wanted to say. I'm sorry.
Great, that's all I need. Is now my sponsor's leaving me.
Yeah, of course, that after you sign or the particular sponsor you were negotiating with, of course, they can leave you later. But well, that's come later. You know that they analyze your performance, they analyze the replies you gave them, and if they are uncomfortable because they think you lied to them or you're not performing up to their expectations, they will leave you. So be careful with what you reply, but try to sweeten what you are replying a little bit too. Be honest in some circumstances, and in some other circumstances, don't be honest because it won't help. You need to know when to lie and what to lie about.
I will win the championship today is currently 20th.
My driver is a fan favorite.
Yeah, he
They
loves
probably
your
don't know the
products.
driver.
I didn't even get to those questions. They asked me where should I put the sponsor logo on the car, and I put the front nose, and they just left me.
Oh,
my
I
God.
think they are high reputation then, so they want
Yeah,
bigger.
I kept going in like the one that I did, which is the basically
Are
a,
you
the
sure it was
Adidas knockoff.
it was in the spot question that the sponsor left you, or perhaps you forgot to reply?
I did reply because I was managing two sponsors at the same time, and one of them left, and I did the answers at the same time for both. So I don't think I forgot to reply because I replied to one, so I should have replied
Because
to the other
some
one.
of the questions, if you reply something the sponsor doesn't like, the sponsor would leave. But some others, the sponsor will say, okay, I stay in the negotiation, and that would have perhaps an effect later on. But not all the questions can cause the effect of the sponsor leaving the negotiation. And I have the suspicion that that particular one does not have that effect. But many of the questions can have the effect of the sponsor leaving the negotiation if you forget to reply.
Well, maybe it's also possible that someone else had ended up finishing with that sponsor, though. Did you?
But you get a notification about that.
Okay. I don't know. I haven't had that yet. So.
What if your facilities are not the correct level yet to spot the negotiations with other managers?
If your facilities are not the right level, you won't be able to add new negotiations, but you won't lose the ones that you already started. So no, that is not the case.
Okay.
The facilities have the commercial facility in particular has the fact to enable you to negotiate with more sponsors, which is pretty useful when you are negotiating with multiple and you perhaps are trying to you are perhaps alone negotiating with one and you want to add another one before the end and invest some high progress in that one, in the new one, and leave perhaps the one that you are in advanced stages for later, and to sign it in a few races.
Yeah, I recently actually just did the large upgrading of my facilities. Slightly regret it now though, because I'm pretty broke.
I did that with my start money. Put everything to level 20. Splashed down the cash.
I did that,
new
but
engines.
Yeah, I did that, but only did up to level 5 because I was being a little cautious with my money. But I did that as well.
Well, if you guys had read the guides, you would have read that it's not advised to invest in facilities so early on.
No,
Yeah,
but on the web version, you have like a checklist, and that says upgrade facilities.
exactly. And that's how I upgraded my car, why I upgraded
Do
facilities.
it.
And I only
It's
had
bait.
those 2 hours to
It's
panic
the
and
bait.
try and get the car and the account ready for that race. So
It's a trap.
yeah, really.
It's a big trap.
It's a trap.
So, how is everyone's race going so far?
Bad.
Not the way I'd like it to. I'm still in second to that Roman guy who all of a sudden out of nowhere is now like
How
a
dare
pro
he
driver.
learning what a good driver looks like?
I know, like
I'm
message him, tell him
1 minute
that's
and
not allowed.
20 seconds in front. So
Oh, that's really nice. I have no idea how my race is going. Last time I checked, I
That-
was
that Dale mentee of
I
yours,
was
though.
giving pity somewhere. Okay, I'm in 11th as usual. I'm not close to the points, but not doing too badly. I need to upgrade my car a bit, I think, if I want to stop embarrassing myself.
Yeah, probably. I'm actually trying to do that now. After this race, there's a couple parts I think that need to be replaced. I'm gonna try and get those up to level 3 and maybe match this Roman guy. Because I think that's largely where he's getting all this extra speed from. But that Dale person that you mentioned earlier that you mentored, he's doing third. It's not doing too bad.
No, I'm going
so a mentor pays off.
Say what?
No, well, sometimes you simply land with a pretty nice driver, and that helps a lot.
Yeah.
To be honest, Dale and I haven't talked that much because when he was available, I wasn't, and we haven't quite got to meet as often as we wanted to talk about the game, but we'll eventually get there. I have a session pending to teach him and my other mentee, Ian, how to set up the car. So guys, go get a mentor and learn how to set up a car. But as we are at it, I want to mention that we need more mentors, because the newbies are starting to pile up at the mentor forum and you are not getting enough mentors.
Okay, but
So-
are there requirements to be a mentor?
Well, you need to be a relatively experienced player. You need to be at least 51 races experienced. That's it. That's having 51 races under the belt, but also you need to have some sort of amateur retention experience too, because some players can successfully move to the next level because their leagues are not very demanding, but we want to make sure that the mentors also have an idea how to retain amateur and can help the newbies get a little bit of perspective on what's next.
So we need 4 to 5 seasons to be a mentor, at least.
Three at least. I've known many managers that have managed to retain amateur, but their 51st race, I think I did too.
I might consider doing it, but probably be a while because I'm still making mistakes and not knowing half of what I'm doing sometimes.
That's why the ones that are
You
meant
can
to
buy
be
that many
mentors
races.
are the more experienced players, but we
Yeah.
need more, like Ricardo, for example.
Yeah.
What do you say, Vasco?
Well, he's already has one, and I am already a hands-full guy. So he's
busy enough?
He's very, very busy with me. He can't mentor anyone else.
No, but you have a team now.
Yes, but he's my official, unofficial mentor, so...
So who's
he
slaving
can't-
who here? I don't know, because you suggested that you were groomed into this team and that you were
I'm
slave,
trying
but
to enslave him a little bit more because I need to learn
it sounds
more
like
and
you're
more.
slaving, Ricardo.
Now I am.
Oh my God.
Now I am, because I need to learn more and more, and so I keep pushing from him to teach me all the secrets. Of course, he doesn't tell me most of them, but he does help me search for solutions. So at least that part he's doing a very, very good job. And perhaps I'm a very good learner, modesty aside, but I'm already filling up his mind with all the questions.
That's good.
No, I don't want to brag, but I'm a very good learner.
Okay, I see we have one mentor returning.
Woohoo,
So thank you,
Bertie.
Bert. I love that.
Oh,
That's a GPRO
Berto.
champion speaking to you. That would be great, mentor.
Berto, yes.
Yeah, I think I asked my mentor the ears out of his head because I was spamming him a lot with questions. Also, guilt tripping him into trying
Please
to
do.
negotiate with me to get a better driver, and I was a little bit too impatient. So, yeah. But yeah, who doesn't?
Well, asking tons of questions is usually what you're supposed to do. So I just bombard questions until I don't have any more left.
Or until your mentor doesn't have the answers anymore.
Yeah, that too. Or they throw you out because you bugged them way too much.
Well, my mentor said, okay, as you find a team, I will stop being your mentor. And I was like, okay.
That was my first mistake.
Then I'm not going into a team because I want to have that one-on-one experience. So it was a little bit of a, okay,
I think it's important not to burn the stages, have this mentorship stage. As you said, take as much as you can from the mentor, have more attention, a one-to-one attention. And then after that, try to look for a team.
So I have the best of both worlds. I have a mentor and a team.
Yeah, you have a slave, basically. We discussed that.
Yeah.
That's cheating.
Who's that slave? Let me hit that person up.
You want to come to Nitrous family?
No.
No. He already has a team in line to get him.
He's already part of my team, so.
Yeah.
Well, the team I'm with, rather, not my team.
Yeah, Jules also roasted me. So my future teammate. Next time I see you, pay that beer, Jules. So.
I am contractually obliged to invite everyone to Nitrous family and saying how great my team is. So yes.
Right, you have to shill for them constantly if you want to get fed.
Exactly. Send help.
Send help. Oh, we have another newbie question here. Is it worth driving 100 laps of the test, or is it better to do only 20 laps?
Depends how much you want to kill your car.
Depends. My mentor said either test 100 laps or none. So.
Really?
Yeah.
I've been doing about 50 on average. Not all the way, but only about half of it to try and get something, but money. Not. Yeah, the save. Well, yeah, I guess you would save money doing that, but
the right answer here is you need to know what you're doing to decide that.
And the only way to find out what you're doing is by trying what testing does. But,
by trying, exactly.
Yep. But you pay the $1 million for testing as soon as you drive your first lap. So you could say in that sense it makes sense to either do 100 or 0, right? Because it's the most cost efficient. But testing indeed, testing wears your car. Yeah.
Yeah, you're also paying though in the car wear, so you need to be mindful of that, which is why I do about half. It just kind of ends up that way because if my car is nearly about broken, it tends to be about half of the laps before it gets to the point of where if I did the other half, I would be smoking in the race. So I kind of bring it to the edge, and then right before like being low 90s ideally, and then that's kind of where I leave it. Or after a race, if a part's like 88% or something, then I'll do a bunch of laps until it's 90 and I can't test with it anymore.
That's actually one of my guilty pleasures. I love doing that.
Well, hell, you might as well.
Leaving the car as close as I can to 90. Do a testing lap and get some more wear out of that little.
Might as well, because then it's a waste otherwise.
And then only then upgrade or change the part.
I would only recommend it though if you have a very good idea of what your wear will be and what your wear is and so on. Though I wouldn't just willy-nilly start doing that because you'll very quickly find that you'll break your car.
Yeah, that's why I'm predicted to be a barbecue at the end of this race.
And also what
in about the next 5-10 laps maybe.
And also what testing does, and when does the test actually benefits you in the race? Because it's not going to be right away.
Yeah, it's at least 4 or 5 laps until you even get any benefit from that. Laps.
Yes, but
races.
you're focusing on the benefits for the car. Did you know that you can get more out of a testing session?
In what way?
Flow is smart.
Well, that not only your car gets affected by the testing.
Yeah, the driver as well.
The driver
but
gets
I
a
don't know
benefit.
yet how. Something with 100 laps, he gets stamina.
Experience, technical
Yeah.
insight.
Experience.
I haven't tested enough with that.
Well, you need to try that and see what happens.
Yep.
You know, sometimes many newbies are advised against testing because, of course, if you test with a level 1 car with all parts in level 1, you will see such a high effect on the parts where, because of the low level. But if you, as I said earlier, if you actually know what you're doing and perhaps you are investing in your driver's training and you do it with a little bit higher level parts, well, you can plan something out of that. You can get a benefit for a driver that you are going to bring with you to amateur, perhaps. I wouldn't recommend doing that with a driver that you are going to dispose of. But if you are going to keep that driver, not perhaps for many seasons, but at least for an amateur stint, well, that might be something that you can do to benefit yourself and make some return of investment out of that testing.
Yeah. I'm hoping to actually find a good driver come amateur that I'm gonna ideally keep for at least a few seasons.
Yeah, we were talking about drivers earlier today, I think.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find a good one, and I can't seem to quite get a good idea of what I'm looking for.
All the good ones are taken.
No, the problem I had a short list of selected drivers. I think they were a great prospect, with high talent, medium high concentration, and I went to do a bit, and then I was preparing to wait till a little bit to the deadline, and then I couldn't anymore because the driver I had chosen was given to a new manager. So
Right.
that happened 3 times.
Yeah, you can be getting screwed on your drivers that you're keeping as prospects.
So yeah.
Well, this is a little specific, but we're going to try to discuss this anyway. Uranium Riga, I guess that's from Latvia. Riga is Latvia. What is best gear level for amateur league for first couple seasons? Well,
I don't know. I'm rookie.
Yeah, I couldn't answer that one. I'm not too sure what he means by gear level, unless he means like the level of the car, which I usually try to keep it all the same.
Or
I'm not
only
sure if there's an
the
advantage
gear.
in.
No, well, it depends because gear is a pretty expensive part. One of the things I recommend the newbies is to try to wear the parts as close to 100 as they can.
Mhm.
But as they wear them, perhaps not every single opportunity, but in most opportunities, try to upgrade a bit because you are going to get less testing wear out of that part if you upgrade it, and you're going to get a more competitive car if you upgrade it a bit. But you, in the long run, you need to find a balance, because if you have a really good driver, you can get away with having a pretty low part level. You know, I'm actually managing level 2 engines and gears, but I have a plan to do that, and I kind of know what I'm doing at this point. Perhaps it's not the best idea for a complete newbie, but you will eventually get there. You perhaps might need a higher part level at the beginning, and after you developed your car, perhaps with some testing, and you manage to train up a driver that will be faster, you will be able to tune the part levels a bit down. But that will take time, and you won't be able to do that at the very beginning.
So
here in Elite,
no, go ahead.
I was
Oh
going
my
to say
God.
I'm kind of hoping George is going to get a random now. because he's the only one keeping us from having a full Belgian podium, which would be nice.
What's the timesheet in your group?
Sorry?
What's the list in your group?
Lap
the
times.
times.
The lap times?
Yeah, let me show that.
Can you show them? Yeah.
There you are.
Oh yeah. Oh hey, it's Canadian. No, forget it. He stays.
There you have the lap times. Looks like the faster man on track at this point is my teammate, Water Tower. I call him Water Tower, but I cannot pronounce that name at all.
Yeah,
he's
there's
doing
a lot.
just under 127.
I suck at pronunciations. I don't even bother trying a lot of the times. Just embarrass myself.
Yeah, but what kind of person can pronounce that? Perhaps Jasper, which happens to be Belgian too.
What group is it?
It's Elite.
It's Elite.
And Bud is jealous of
Theowood.
Belgian podium without me, please.
About the Theowood, I think.
Yeah, that's it.
I
want to applaud Bert, who has taken on every mentee in the list. I wanted to guilt trip you, and it worked. Thank you.
And then you find out there was only 2 people in the list.
Well, that happens too. But we needed some help.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think I might get a Grand Chelem this race.
Oh.
I never had that.
That's a nice achievement.
I've yet to get that, although I got pretty close. I'm still hoping I can maybe win this, but it looks like I'm going to probably get third. Second, rather. Because I still need to pit, and this guy is right behind me after he did his third pit. So, yeah.
Well, I need to pit once more. and I'm 1 minute and 20 seconds in front of P2. So
Wait, if he pit already at lap 42, I don't think he's going to have tires. He's going to have to do a fourth pit. Or will he? I don't know. I have to.
no, 16 laps is doable.
Yeah. God damn it.
At least depends on driver.
And here I thought I might win on pit strategy, but yeah, no, 16 is doable. God damn it.
Damn.
This guy's annoying. He came out of nowhere, and all of a sudden he's just taking all my poles away and my wins away.
Wow, you're talking about that as if it was your right.
Yes, it is.
You know.
I got the
you
Batman
need to
car.
earn it, and you are
I'm
not
Batman.
earning it. You need to be faster to get the win, you know? Go and
Apparently.
be faster.
I'm gonna upgrade my car to level 5. Let's see how that works, huh?
So we're gonna see. Yeah, so one of the groups I am currently looking at most is Rookie 90. It's very
Oh yeah, that one's been, a lot of the people who are quite active in the Discord are in that.
Yeah, we have a little bit of a diva situation there, I think.
no, but I think Vladimir Valles and Enzo Euler are just fighting it out against each other. They're so fast.
They are. I keep trying to match them, at least in some way, but no, there's no hope.
Flo, did you say diva situation because it's full of Argentinians?
No, I said it because we have some drama queens discussing the results and trying to brag to each other, you know.
Yes, very much so.
That kind of measuring contest that
Yep.
sometimes takes place. Yeah, there are a little bit of drama queens in there.
I just stay out of it.
One of them's name is Vlad Vallis, right?
Vladimir Vallis, yeah, I think that's one of them. Yes,
such a drama queen.
Such a drama queen.
He went
such
all the way down
diva.
from elite to rookie just to prove a point.
Just to make himself notice, you know. Yeah, look at me. I'm going all the way down. He wants attention, I believe.
No, but all the respect to them, because yeah, it's not easy to fight it out every weekend. I think, especially for his rookies like Carl, Vasco, and me that spend money on the maybe sometimes on the wrong side. So yeah, we don't have. In my opinion, I don't have the finances to fight it out against them.
I'm in the negative right now because I of all the mistakes I made, and now I'm trying to upgrade the car to level 3 and then 4 in preparation for amateur, and so it's got me a little bit in the negative now. So I'm trying to keep upgrading my car because it needs to be level 4 by the time I go to amateur. But I'm also trying to be very careful on where I spend my money right now, so I don't be in the negative by the time it's promotion time.
You need to do it gradually, of course, and perhaps take some of the opportunities you have to go up one level, but not all the opportunities you have to go one level, because some of the higher wearing parts are also one of the more expensive one. So if you go up one level every time you burn an engine or a gearbox, you are probably going to go bankrupt. So be careful with that.
Yeah, I'm trying to be. It's just if I didn't do the monetary mistakes that I made, I'd probably be more than fine. It's just the mistakes I made with the facility spending, the upgrading the car from day one. That was a lot of money that went down the hole.
Well, what I also think, is that when you start, your pit crew, etc., starts at level 10 overall.
Yep.
But if you don't have the facilities,
not your pit crew, your staff, you mean?
yeah,
Oh,
your
yeah,
staff.
staff.
If you don't have your facilities on level 10, they downgrade by 1 point each race, right?
Yep.
If the training level of your staff is not the right one, you won't be able to train them. And yes, if your levels are not at the right point, of course they degrade. That's the word I was looking for. Facilities degrade, and
the staff skills. That's what he was saying. Yeah.
The staff skills need to be maintained too by maintaining the training levels at the right point too. But it was something that was not introduced right away on the game. At the beginning, the facilities did not degrade, but then the administrators found out that people were piling up too much money and not having enough places to spend it. So they introduced the facilities degradation and the staff losing levels too.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan of that right now.
Seeing staff skills, my motivation of the staff went down to level 3 or 3 basically, while I've all my facilities still in level 19. So I don't know what happened there.
No, well, the facilities, the motivation in particular has one thing that has the most impact, which is the testing. You know, if you're not testing very much, your staff is kind of lazy. They don't have anything to do, so they lose motivation.
Oh, that explains why mine's at 22.
Oh no!
Imagine they are sitting in the paddock all day, looking at each other. No, that's not fun. So they lose motivation. But it's not a problem really when you are a rookie. You don't need that motivation to perform. It's a problem when you are at elite like Jasper is. You know, if you don't have everything maxed out, but not exactly maxed out, but if you don't have a certain level of many things, you lose performance because you will end up doing a slower pit stop, for example.
Yeah, and it's also because the gaps in elite are smaller, so you look for like smaller margins to find some improvement. Whereas in amateur and rookie, the gaps are usually quite large. So if you're gonna find some performance, and the facilities and the staff is probably not where you're going to look.
No, fair enough. So that's why the
but
motivation.
But now Flo has now mentioned that testing affects your motivation. But with that, there's a hint. You should also look. Maybe testing does something to your other staff skills too. Hint. That's another.
Again, you're
experience,
talking
a technical skill.
Untrainables. Yes, many people cry about untrainables, and they should because they mean a lot.
Okay, yeah. The barbecue has started at the end of my car, so if everyone wants to roast,
you made it further than I thought you would.
Marshmallows, then
Are you inviting us? Is there some Argentinian meat in there? On there? We need
an
asado.
angry Italian and an angry Frenchman behind me, so that's good.
Wait,
but they are far away.
For some reason, my race is a bit behind. I'm on lap 50, and I just noticed that you got the stream is on 56.
Yeah, that's
because the lap times are a little much.
Oh, right.
Yeah, much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are doing 120s, 119s. I'm doing 140s almost.
Yeah. No, we're doing 126. 126.
137s.
130, yeah, 135, 136.
But
I'm
yeah,
at 134 and something.
Yeah,
Now how
well,
I'm
now I'm at 214, but that's because I just pitted.
Yeah, I was too. So I just finished my pit, and now I'm 137 is my lap. 46 seconds behind the leader. Nope, not getting first. That Roman guy, I'm gonna have to slash his tires.
If
throw
I
some
can for the
nails
team,
on the track. I don't know. Perhaps hire a squirrel to distract him. There's actually a squirrel that appears once in a
I've
while on
yet to
track.
see it. I've heard about it. Yeah,
wait, what?
squirrel.
No, Ricardo, don't tell that. We don't want to spoil it. That's no fun. I want to see if I make the end of the race without having to grab the fire extinguisher.
That sounds like too much work, Ricardo.
Because I think,
Well, I
yeah,
usually do that because I'm usually doing something else while I watch the race. So I just go to Elite and see how it went.
yeah, because I think my chassis will go to 100. My underbody goes to 100. My side pods will go to 100, and I think my cooling will go to 100.
So it's a full barbecue.
Sounds like good planning.
It's a full
actually.
barbecue.
It's a full barbecue.
I have never seen smoke on my car.
Oh, I sure as hell did on my third race.
Oh, races ended and no podium for Jasper. Oh.
Yeah.
Is that
well,
the
I-
Belgium
Go, George!
anthem?
That George is so annoying.
I've been
He
kind
is,
of
he
watching
is.
him because he seems to be pretty damn fast, and he's Canadian. So
He's Canadian, yes.
And my
But
own
at
teammate beat me
least
to
he made us
fastest lap
believe
by less
he
than a
is. I
10th.
don't know.
So my one teammate ruined our Belgian podium, and my other teammate beat me to fastest lap by less than a 10th. So I'm
Oof.
pretty annoyed at my team now. Those bastards.
slash the tires.
We have this question again, Sean, who's asking what's the best choice for a track. I guess you mean compound. If so, we talked about that earlier on the streaming. So I invite you to watch back when
Quick
the
3
streaming
points.
is over and check in the part we discussed tire compound difference. He's saying that your team is the problem, Bert.
Viper is always open.
You know, you can always take a screen and save your data.
Well, Ricardo has a point. I could use some progress to master if I look at the state of my account currently. Going to master would
How
definitely
long
be
has it been
progress.
since the last time you promoted Jasper? Something is not quite working there.
Yeah, 20 seasons without a promotion. It's
Without a promotion, that's sad.
Wow.
You know?
And you've been trying those 20 seasons?
Oh my God.
Well,
She
yeah,
didn't
but
get the
I'm
show. He suddenly
I
has
I
nowhere
have,
to
but-
promote to. He got a trophy too in that space of time.
I was first in the group and I still didn't promote it. So I don't know what else I need to do, but
Stay out of negative, right?
good.
Pretty much.
So okay, what I saw for later on, if the rookies go to amateur and pro, maybe not even amateur, is that you can select tire compounds. No, tire manufacturers.
Not in amateur.
Not an amateur.
That's from
No,
pro
the brands
and
you
on,
mean,
right?
not
Yeah,
not
the
compounds.
brands.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
the
can
brands.
choose brands from pro to elite.
So I got a question for like Jasper and Flo. What made you decide to go with your tire brand?
Flip the coin.
Two things mainly: the budget and the season objectives. Sometimes you have more budget to spend on tires, but your season objectives make you choose perhaps a cheaper or not so well performing one. And sometimes you have a bad budget and you need to just pick what you can, not what you want. But
it's very complicated.
It's complicated, yeah.
Because it's not because your budget is your main driver that the cheapest tires are the better choice. Because you might have slightly more expensive tires, which give you still considerably better performance, then it gives you better results, and that gives you more money. So, yeah, tires are very complicated.
Okay.
But exactly,
Well,
it depends. If you want to promote, then you're definitely probably going to pick some more better performing tire. If you're just looking to retain and build your account, you're going to find a tire which is just good enough for you to retain with decent results, and then other than that, just be able to save money.
Some managers even apply this strategy to pick these what we call OBP tires, one big push tires, that perform under very particular circumstances only, and the rest of the races you don't get that many good results. And sometimes use it as a strategy either to gain aggression on a driver, or also just to retain with a subpar package. Some people say, okay, I cannot build up my package, but I just want to retain this tier. I don't want to relegate. I want to retain, so they pick this kind of tire. It's complicated to pick a tire. It's not a binary decision, you know.
No, but I was just wondering. I mean, like, yeah. Of course, as rookie, I look around of what's under every button. So yeah, same with the tire manufacturers. There was something like, okay, yeah, is it worth going for like Yoko, or is it worth going for yeah, staying with Pirellis or that kind of stuff, so, or Bridgestone, that kind of stuff. So I was just wondering that.
Bridge Rock, we have Bridge Rocks.
Bridge Rock.
Okay. And Pirelli. It's not Pirelli.
Pirelli, okay.
Pirelli. And we have my favorite. But when I pronounce it, it's Chocos, because Argentinians don't have that sound.
Choco.
Choco is with SH for us.
So yeah. Is there any group we can watch now since Elite has ended?
I don't know which one.
Switch groups. Switch to either to Rookie 90 or to one of the guys who is here in the stream.
Let's try Rookie 90 so we can watch our drama queens. Oh, there's 2 laps left. We have we have Bloody Boy leading.
Woohoo. And Ricardo is right. Rookie 90 is faster than Elite. Elite, but Elite is no contest, and that's because Dominic is so unlucky.
Oh, here we have an Argentinian podium, I think.
So it's Vlad on 1, Enzo on 2, and who's on 3rd?
Vlad on 1st, Enzo on 2nd, and we have Toto Saladino. I have no idea what that guy's name, because Toto is not actually a name in Argentina, but perhaps he has an inherited name from a relative or something.
So it might actually be a Grand Chelem for me.
Nice.
If I don't retire. And let's knock that off.
You, Bruno, didn't know we were streaming. Well, there's a huge banner at top of the site. Perhaps that would have hinted that we were streaming. Hey there, by the way, Bruno. Nice to see you here.
Well, let's go, my guy pits for a full tank of gas. Yeah, that's shite.
Oh, we have the rookie
Argentinian podium.
The rookie Argentinian podium.
That's been going on for a while.
But you don't get an achievement for doing it in rookie, right?
I have no idea. I don't think so. No, I think it's only for elite.
I need more Dutch managers than in my group.
Well, this group in particular had 15 starters tonight.
Yeah, 6 here. So
6. Oh my god, yeah. Well, all groups starting from 150 to 200 are having considerably less managers because of the rotation that the launching of the game at Steam has brought. You know, the admins had to add new groups because they didn't have enough spots at rookie to serve the new audience, but it also happens that this new audience is unstable. Not all the players get engaged, so some of them stop starting the races after 1 or 2 races only. So yeah, it's a complicated situation at those rookie groups. But groups like this one have a little bit more stable player base.
What's going on back there, Carl?
My daughter wanted attention.
Ciao, Ignazio. My cat is acting up. I don't know what to do to please her.
Give her more attention.
But I give her attention, and she still acts up because she doesn't want to be out there.
Yeah, I know how that is with my daughter.
I think I remove the race screen, and we are going to have our pretty faces on.
I didn't shave, so.
Did you guys groom yourselves before joining the streaming?
No, not really.
There's not much to groom.
Well, perhaps you could have trimmed your beard or something.
Never.
Never.
I already had it
You're-
showered yesterday, so.
Oh, we have Toto here. Hey there, Toto. Congrats on the podium.
yeah, R90.
Yeah, R90.
Tough group. Tough
Yep.
group.
The Divas group.
I'm rooting for Euler, though. Sorry, Vlad. You're my second, though.
I predicted almost the podium for rookie 90, right?
Sorry, what?
Let's say it's not very hard to predict.
No, but I had Toto predicted for 4th in my mind.
Oh,
So yeah.
You overperformed, Toto.
He overperformed in my eyes, yes.
R90 is like Drive to Survive. Yeah, it comes
really.
with the same drama too.
Yeah.
It comes with the same drama as Drive to Survive.
So who is Gunther Steiner? I wonder.
Who's what?
Who
Gunther
in
Steiner.
R90 is Gunther Steiner? You know the
Gunther. Yeah,
Don't
Gunther,
fuck
Gunther.
smash my door.
Yeah, but I didn't get who that was because my pronunciation in my head is really bad that I didn't understand what you said.
Maybe my
Oh no,
pronunciation
TikTok
really
is
bad,
going
I
at
don't
it
know.
again. The Discord is going at it. Oh no.
What's the Discord doing?
Congrats, Toto, on progressing in the cup. It was a tough one, right? Against Gavin Andrews. I think I oops.
We could stream the chat.
Yeah. No, yeah, interesting. How long is the update going to take? Because, yeah, not every group finishes as fast as the other.
I never measured that. I don't know if it is a certain amount of time after the last rookie race has ended, or if it is a fixed time after the elite race is done. But I don't know. I don't know if Vlad is watching tonight. If he is, he could answer that.
I thought
If-
Vladdy was here.
Which Vlad are we talking about now?
Yeah, really.
Oh, I mean, Vladmin. No, Bloody doesn't know when Vladmin launches the post-race update.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That was a fairly
20,
quick race.
21, 49, 36. There you have your answer, people.
Very exact time.
Yeah, really. That's a little specific.
Look
Vlad,
how
you
handsome
better not be lying to us.
our overlord is.
If you're lying, Vlad, we're going to riot.
All praise the Overlord.
Thank you, Vladimir.
Thank you for giving us such an amazing game.
Indeed.
We're not worth it. We're not worth it.
Thank you for the money, for the time sync, by the way.
Yeah, really.
Thank you for the random.
I mean, 9 races, 129 hours. I don't know. It's way too much.
Alex, well, Vlad is very fond of hats. So if you go check his actual profile picture, he is wearing a hat too.
I actually had a hat like that a long time ago. Then
I
Hi,
have a
Leo.
couple hats here.
I have no
You'll
idea
be
what happened to it though.
But I have the kind of hat you wear at the beach, the ones that
Yeah,
you
those
use
much,
for shade.
yeah, those
The big,
much
not
bigger ones.
Yeah, that's my brother.
Whose brother?
My brother.
Oh, Vasco. I'm sorry, I didn't.
Yep.
Hey there, Vasco's brother.
Hi.
Go away while you still can.
Leonardo, go
Don't
play
come
as
into
well.
the game.
I know a
Is
fun
he
group
playing the
you
game
should join.
too, Vasco?
No, he doesn't have time for that.
Why
Rookie
isn't
90
he
is
playing?
supposed to be rookie friendly group.
Because he's more responsible than me.
No, he shouldn't. I mean, of course, this is manageable for people with actual lives, isn't it?
Sure, we'll go with that.
Let's say yes.
Let's say yes. Well, I think that many of the players in the Dino player space manage adult lives with the game too. You know, it's twice a week. So I think you can manage it. But well, sometimes you get a little bit addicted. That happens too.
It's not twice a week, it's every day, because at least for me, I analyze the races almost every day and plan. Every day I'm planning and making plans for the next race and for the future, and already making for the next season. So it's not just 2 days per week.
Same. I'm almost on the webpage every day, just looking at stuff.
Yes, I have news for you guys. You're addicted. You are addicted.
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
That's the way you're going
I'm
to
sure
win, though.
that
I bought the Batman car for crying out loud.
Yeah, of course, because why not? You know,
Exactly.
you
Wait,
need a Batman car when you're playing GPRO.
You bought a Batman car?
Yeah,
Yes,
no,
he
I
did.
saw that on the library store. I'm like, why the hell is this even here? Why hasn't it been snatched up yet? So I put money into the game just for that almost. I was like, yeah.
Shut up and take my money.
Yeah, kind of. It's like freaking Batman car.
Well, I'm contractually
gimme.
obliged to use the nitrous livery, so I can't use any other one.
Oh man, no! If a team required me to use the team library over my Batman car, see you. No, I have to pick someone else.
Well done.
Make a Batman
well done.
team.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, I wanted a safety car one, but couldn't find a good one.
Oh, but the safety car is exclusive of Mr. Bladmin.
I'm actually thinking of buying this car outright, but they're kind
Yeah,
of
but
pricey.
like the safety car wrapped on a Formula One car, not the safety car itself. But oh, by the way, one advice: liveries don't make you faster. Don't splash money on getting a livery.
Yes, I
Also,
got that Batman nitrous right there.
Pit crew color also doesn't boost your.
Oh yeah, you
Well,
shave
maybe
off
if you
at
take
least,
a-
like
Yeah.
Well,
shave off a few
the
seconds.
pit crew one is warned about, but I think the livery one is also warned in the
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
in the place where you can go and change your livery or your pit crew. It says, well, this won't make you faster, but some people still think it does.
No, the note is only under the pit crew.
I'm wondering though, why would people think a livery would make you go faster though? Obviously, it's just cosmetic.
Because it's a Ferrari.
It's a Ferrari, for fuck's sake.
I'm driving a
Ferrari-
shitbox of a
Ferrari's
Virgin.
not been good this past few years.
I was just about to say that. Yeah, joke's on you, because Ferrari isn't doing very well.
No.
You need a Red Bull nowadays.
I remember I think it was last season. I mean F1 season, that someone suggested that we added an achievement called Ferrari Strategist. Because they were doing so badly with the strategies. They were calling the drivers to pit at the worst time possible. So it was kind of funny. No pen to win here, says Bird, who tried how many times to become champion and failed? Poor Bird.
Flo, just a reminder, he did win one, unlike you.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, I know.
So
I'm not
shut
trying
your
to
mouth.
make fun of him. I'm trying to prove his point. I know I have not a cheap shit in this game, okay? I'm fine with that.
Tupelo, I think if I pronounce that correctly, sorry. He makes a good point. Maybe we should have some safety cars.
Oh no.
No,
safety
we
car was
have enough
bugged.
we have enough random.
Stack everyone back up. I could have won this race, maybe, if that would
I
have
mean,
happened.
if,
Although we
even
don't
in
really have any
Formula One-
crashes, though, do we?
exactly. And even in Formula One, safety cars are terribly unfair. They are always unfair on someone.
Yes, like
And
2
they
years
just
ago.
exist because of safety reasons. And in GPRO, since we're doing virtual racing, maybe safety isn't so important to us. So no safety cars, please.
Yeah, Martin would probably not have liked that this race blew up his car how many times?
It was only a slight barbecue.
Yeah, how many parts broke this race? Oh wait, you can't see that yet, I guess. Huh?
I can't see that yet. Update
No.
is starting now.
It's at least
1%
3,
done.
most likely. At least 3 pieces broke this race.
7, no.
yeah, all of it.
Yeah.
What? How did you
And
finish?
Vlad kept his promise, by the way. The post-race update seems to have started exactly when he said it would. Thank you, Vlad.
Yes, of course.
Thank you for
You
that.
know that this is something that I probably shouldn't be saying, but of course the updates are scheduled now, but they were not always the case. And I vividly remember a day that Vlad wasn't available at the right time, and he forgot to push the update button.
He got drunk and he forgot.
I'm not going to go into much detail because I very much want to keep my position at the crew and not be fired. But there was this one time that he forgot to update because he wasn't around, and it took like, I don't know, perhaps 10-15 minutes extra than to start the update. So after that, he scheduled the update.
I'm kind of surprised that wasn't done in the beginning.
No, he's a very
Oh,
lazy programmer. Haven't you read about that in the forums?
Yeah, apparently.
There
Usually
was
the
a
lazy are
discussion
the
about
ones
that a
that
few
make it
days
better.
ago. He said that he is a very lazy programmer. Yeah,
but
he's
having to do that every time, 2 days a week, is like
imagine
opposite of being lazy.
imagine being this evil overlord that is holding a button to press twice a week.
Sure. That would maybe make it worth it, having to do it every time.
And also the early days of GPRO, I don't
your
think
results belong
you have
to me.
to. I think they were not so high tech as you might think.
Yeah, I guess.
And they're not still very, very accurate. I still want my float points on percentage of fuel usage per lap.
Oh, obfuscated data, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that entire where you can only have like an average, and I want float points on everything.
Give us float points, Vlad.
That's the obfuscated data is part of the fun.
It's
It does make it. It's true that it does make it a lot harder to really get accuracy in your formula.
I love how Vasco, who is pretty new, is so deep into his analysis that he's already upset because the data is obfuscated.
Yes.
But I guess that would take, I don't know, perhaps, I don't know if that would actually mean that we get slower updates, perhaps, to get more precision. I don't know.
If it's just a 15-minute delay, I'm fine with that. Since now they are scheduled.
They are scheduled now, yeah. Oh, imagine we have a suggestion here for Vlad, of course, that says that a physics simulation. Imagine if GPRO went into that much detail, we would need a server the size of a satellite.
I mean, physics might be interesting, but that would probably require a whole game rebuild.
And a lot of more supporters. Remember to support your games.
Yeah. Well, that's partly why I bought the Batman skin, and because it's Batman. But that's why I got the Batman skin and a bunch of supporter credits, is because I was really enjoying the game. Like Flo said, I'm kind of addicted to it now. And so I'm like, yeah,
You don't
support the
say.
games you enjoy. Support the games you enjoy. Otherwise, they won't be around for you to enjoy if you don't.
Or server boost the Discord.
Oh, no, screw that.
But we need the animated the GIFs and all the fun stuff. The animated
that's done.
emojis, I mean.
The Discord's already fully boosted, isn't it?
It's on level 2 with 2.
Oh, really?
Update is done.
Wait, server boosting has up to 7 levels now? What the? They must have changed that. I didn't notice the...
I
used to be only
destroyed
3.
4 parts.
4 parts? Yeah. Half your car is just broken somehow. What place did you finish again?
First.
So it worked. You actually pulled
Yes.
it off. Nice, congrats.
With the Grand
That's on-
Slam
Well done.
in Rookie.
Oh my God.
What about the Grand Slam?
That's the pole fastest lap win and lead every lap in the same race.
Congrats.
Yeah, did it happen? It's my
Yeah, he
guess.
got
Even
it.
with pit
Oh.
stops?
3.
It's really
No,
good.
but-
I in my whole career, I have never had a Grand Slam, so congratulations.
Thank
I've
you.
yet to get one too. So congrats on, for 1, the Grand Slam, and 2, for pulling off that ridiculous breaking your car 4 times and still managing to cross the line.
You need, Jasper, you need to rookie reset. You know, you need a Grand Slam.
Obviously, yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
reset your entire account.
A
You don't need
Rookie
it.
to Elite challenge.
Yeah, go
And you
join
have to
Bloody
achieve
at
a
Rookie
Grand
90.
Slam in at least 3.
I'm actually tempted to try for that. Obviously, much later when I know more what I'm doing. Just go straight from rookie to elite.
Well, there's a couple players interested in that one at this moment. Let's mention that the last streaming we had as a guest Mark Webster, and he was the last player to pull out an elitist achievement. And after that, we started getting more interested, more people interested in it, especially Chris Williams, who recently came back to the game. But I think Yog is also attempting it. I'm not sure. Perhaps.
Sorry, who?
Yog.
Is he playing?
Yog. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sorry. I'm not proficient in Indian. Or whatever.
I didn't realize he was
whatever
playing again.
language they-
That's awesome. But he's won every race of the season so far. I think that's probably his first objective, to win every race.
I don't know. Perhaps he's up for the achievements as a whole. You know, get as many
Get everything
achievements
all
as
at
he
once.
can, all at once. Well, he'll be able to get that Grand Slam that you can get, Jasper.
Mm. So he's
Yeah,
got so far.
the wrong tiered for it.
He's got 11 wins, 11 poles, but 10 fastest laps so far this season. So not 11 hat tricks.
No, well, actually getting a fastest lap at rookies it's pretty difficult because of course there are many players that are abusing risk and other circumstances that will make that difficult.
Yeah, I found getting pole and fastest lap is not the easiest thing, because then, like you said, you have a lot of people just doing the crazy on risk, crazy on fuel, crazy on like just all the things. It's that normally wouldn't make sense that they're doing and taking the pole away and the fastest lap away from you, which is annoying.
your birthright
Yeah, I
to
know.
get the pole.
My
mean-
my stat padding, damn it.
Talking about track records, I see that Jasper has a track record for the coming race. So
Yeah, and looking at the weather, I'm afraid it might get beaten Tuesday.
Oh,
Let's hope not.
Oh, did I get stripped of the record in the end, or
What is
or
the
not?
race?
Because one of my teammates matched my record, but I don't know if he got granted it with the update or not. Perhaps
Yeah,
he
I
did.
noticed he got exactly your same qualifying time. That was
Yes, he
funny.
did.
I was also hoping
No,
to go for
it's
that
still there.
record, but I didn't get it.
It's still there. I still have the record.
It's still there.
In your face, Water Towers. He says, well, it looks like I cannot get a record. What does it take to get a record? He asked, and he said, well, you need to actually be faster than me, not just as
Okay,
fast.
good, it's great.
It's in Formula One, it works like that too. Like in qualifying, if two drivers set the exact same lap time, then the one who set it first gets the position. So
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, one could also argue that him having an advantage regarding the PHA matching could also have contributed to him being faster, but he wasn't. I probably was using Hancock's with that one too, so tire was not a factor because we were on the same brand. But I
but the
think that
temperature might have been different.
he could have got an advantage with the PHA, and it didn't show. I think that your daughter wants attention, Carl.
Oh yes, she does. Definitely does.
So,
but the qualifying records depend a lot on luck also. Like you do the lap and you hope you get a good one, but there's so much variability on it that yeah. I mean, I could have beaten the quali record as well, but I needed a little luck, and I almost got there, but I needed a little more luck than I got. So yeah, a lot of it is randomness.
Oh, we
But of
had
course,
another newbie saying hi here. Do you have a mentor, Guillaume? Let's see if he has one or not. If not, perhaps Bert also wants to help him.
Put everything on Bert
he
now.
already reached out to 8. 8
oh my
people.
god! That's a good.
That's it. Put more.
That's a good strategy because he knows that at least half of them won't even reply.
Yeah, really, probably.
Oh, okay. He already has a mentor. Good. Well, some of the foreign language mentor forums are not working as expected, but some of them are. The French one is probably, the Spanish one is working pretty well. I don't think the Portuguese one is getting as many mentors they need.
It worked pretty well for me.
It did, but you didn't ask for mentor there, so
True.
You just happened to I don't know, take one as a hostage. Let's call it.
It's a 50-50. We are both hostage of each other.
In Discord, a great channel to use and ask in is the newbie advice. Just spam every question there. And if you see like someone responding, hit them in private and ask, hey, can you elaborate on that?
Well, there's
these are advanced strategies.
But before start asking random questions there, just go to the website and press that little I button next to the bell or the language on every page that you have on the game and read everything that's in there and study it and memorize it before starting asking questions.
Well, no need to memorize it. Just know that it's there for when you need to go and read it back. But yeah, we have the individual pages tutorial, And we have also a general tutorial that can be accessed from the index page of the homepage, if my memory doesn't fail. The Steam application got the tutorial added like a couple weeks ago. I remember adding the little icon to the Mentor Forum help recently, right before my holidays, I think. So that's probably 3 weeks ago. So all the Steam players can already access it from Steam.
So looking at the car parts I need to replace, that's gonna be a hefty 12 million.
Oof, I didn't even look at that.
I could almost erase.
Well, the extra, we should be charging a fee for this streaming if we have professional entertainment, Carl.
Yeah, well, the entertainment just took my phone. Thank you.
She's very cute.
Yeah, she's also bored and entertaining herself by trying to steal onto the stream.
Yeah, well, she wants to steal your thunder, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much something like that.
Streaming bombing instead of photo bombing.
Oh, very much, yes.
What is the setup for this race? Well, we all have different setups, Guillaume.
Yeah, so basically my strategy was a free stop on the extra softs. And I was surprised that one did, I think, on mediums or on hards, a one stop. I was surprised by that.
Yeah, but it was probably not the smartest strategy for last race. I mean, the tire compound difference was pretty high.
And to see that, I think the Italian boxed 2 laps before the end, that's a little bit, yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, was he attempting to stop her?
No, he did originally a 3 stop, but he got pushed into a 4 stop on lap 56. So
probably
to less fuel.
fuel related, I guess, because tires were comfortable for a 3-stopper. I think that might have been a fuel miscalculation.
But yeah, grabbing the fastest lap with a second away from the second fastest guy.
Are you bragging now?
No. No, because I didn't have the best pit time.
Oh, you're a failure.
Yeah.
You're such a failure.
Oof.
Boo.
Oh.
Well, my race went pretty mediocre as usual. I finished 12.
That's what you were aiming for, right? Or
more or less, yes.
Is it lower points?
No points at all, but I
P7,
could be spending a little bit more on car parts and get small points. Problem was that by the end of last season, I had a pretty high car level, so I was scoring too often with no risks, and I was free, and I was going to be scoring too many points if I kept my car level too high and promote out of amateur without wanting. That's what happened. So I prefer to downgrade my car and get the mediocre results. But it's going very well in the economical side, because I'm making so much money this way. I have a cheap car. I'm not using any risks, and my driver is doing all the work, all the hard work. It's not a bad strategy if you're trying to build up your account a little bit to perhaps aim for higher leagues or train a project driver or do something with the money later on the road. Not my case.
Well, that's
Not
what I
my case.
might. That's what I might be doing next season. Is just going the middle of the road, save up money for the following season,
Yeah,
or for going
that's
pro.
my plan as well.
Planned
But what if
mediocrity, we
amateur
could
is
call
more
it.
competitive than rookie?
Oh, I'm expecting it to be, but I'm also confident that I can perform well. If you're not confident you can perform well, then hell, like you just. I think that just makes you even perform worse.
Makes sense.
Fair enough.
I'll catch up in 2 seasons.
I don't know if you can ever beat the financial debt I have now.
Oh, I'm in the green.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
me
actually
too.
I might be in the green actually. It looks like I might only have to replace 2 parts, and with get the second place money, I think I can be back in the green. So I think I'm doing all right.
And I don't think I will need to change any parts of my car from this to the next race. So
I
Yeah, I
probably will.
need to change 4 or maybe even 6.
I'm surprised. I'm kind of surprised you don't have to replace the whole car.
I think that Vasco is doing a pretty good job at managing his car.
Yeah, me too. Because I stretched. Otherwise, yeah.
He
Yeah,
stretched the car.
he followed your example flow on stretching it right to 100. He managed it on 4
Yeah,
parts.
definitely. Aim for
Well,
100.
no.
Yep, that's what he did.
Chassis went to 96.
Well,
Cycles went to
isn't
96
it
as well.
a wonderful feeling when you win the race while smoking your car?
Yeah, but
That's fantastic.
the
I
gap
love that
was
feeling.
so big. No, but I was like, oh no. Now I'm smoking and 10 laps to go. Shit, everything goes down the drain. But the gap was too big. I think I have put malfunction risk to 50. I don't know if that's high or not.
Question
What
that comes
the-
here, Martin, is if you have such a big gap, isn't it a good sign that you are perhaps overspending?
Maybe.
I will think a little bit about it, because if you are, of course, that you want to be competitive at amateur and you want to invest in your car and have a decent car by the end of the season, because that is the car you are going to bring with you to amateur, but perhaps you're overspending a little bit.
Yeah, I'm trying to get everything level 3 and then just balance it out. Not spending any more on higher upgrades, just everything level 3 and build up
That
a
made
cash
me
balance on
that made me remember the day I was able to buy a level 6 electronics for the first time. That was like a milestone, because the electronics were so slowly, and I was trying not to prematurely upgrade the electronics. So it took me, I don't remember how many seasons to actually get to level 6 electronics. I don't know, perhaps 4 seasons or so.
Wow.
Yeah. But it worried like the slightly less degrading parts that now I can change now, because chassis that only went to with 60% or something. Underbody 15%, side pod 16%, and cooling 14%. So that balanced it a little bit more out. Like if it was another engine, I think that would be engine number 5, maybe 6 of the season.
I think
With-
I'm,
Oh,
clo- on
I'm
with the
getting-
two
4 or
cup-
5-2.
One of my informants is telling me that George hit 1,000 elite points tonight.
It's true. I
that's-
noticed last race that it was very
That's a
close.
nice achievement. Congratulations, George. That's a hell of an achievement. I hardly.
What did he do? I didn't quite catch all that.
He got to 1,000 points in elite.
So
Oh,
that's
only in
either
elite.
100 race wins at least.
Well, no, because you can
He's
score
my
points
idol.
when you're not winning. He's at 33 elite race wins.
He has quite the long run on elite at this point.
Yeah, I'm like hoping to perform like he is eventually.
Freaking
Someday.
You
Freaking Ricardo.
you want to outperform George and become the most accomplished Canadian in elite.
Yep.
There's only one way.
Definitely.
Join Malati team.
Malati.
Yeah.
and get George kicked out of it.
Yeah, that too.
That will be the second step, right?
But I can arrange that. So if you...
Yeah, no, I don't want to be the cause of George getting kicked out.
Well, we
I'm not even
don't
anywhere
want
near as
any
good as
more
him anyway
George
yet.
dominance, It's getting boring.
Maybe it's time
Yeah.
for
A Max
Malati
Verstappen.
to make another team.
Ooh,
Newbie
that's a sensitive
Malati.
topic.
Nuova.
Newbie Malati.
Newbie Malati.
Ooh. Oh, forgot to mute.
Yeah, but does he have 1,000 points in R90? Yeah, well, who is watching Elite these days? Boring. The drama is at
Seems like
Rookie
that
90
for
people.
this season. It does seem like all eyes are on R90 this season.
Jokes aside, you do have people who are just staying in rookie over and over and over. So the person with the most rookie points has 6,773 points in rookie.
How?
Talk about having no life and and having your priorities wrong.
I don't know. Priority seems okay.
you
Oh.
think?
If
What's
I win
the
my
point-
next
what's-
race,
What's the point of taking the weakest of the food chain and constantly hit them? I don't think that's respectable.
No, I agree with that part. I was mostly just being sarcastic.
Were you? No, well, there's actually people that enjoy that approach, but that would be something I would think that won't be too bad if the player had achieved something before and perhaps try to stay around, investing less time and didn't want to put much effort into planning and such, so playing at rookie and just stay around for a bit. But I don't think that a player that hasn't accomplished much should be a respectable manager doing that, but that's an opinion, only an opinion. It's not that there's something illegal in it or anything, but it's discouraged. As a matter of fact, there's a rookie penalty, super rookie penalty, we call it, for managers that score more than 50 points in a season and use negative balance to stay at rookie instead of promoting to amateur.
Well, that's good because that could be a problem where there's like really good players that jump into rookie and start just seal clubbing everyone.
So that's basically the top 4 from my group because they are all above 50.
Yeah, but don't confuse perhaps this particular moment that has so many new players and perhaps the level is not very competitive at rookie. So not very brilliant players can perform very well. Anyway, we are talking about particular people who choose to stay at rookie and have a good idea of what they are doing.
Mm-hmm. Actually, Vladi, who is now in rookie 90, he also had to pay some rookie penalty at the start of this season because he relegated straight from elite with a rookie reset, and he also had more than 50 points last season. So he also
That's so ridiculous. I love it. I didn't notice that.
And he wasn't aware of it so near the end of the season I mentioned to him, like, what are you going to do next season in rookie? Are you going to try straight away to promote because you'll be paying a penalty, so you're at a disadvantage? And he was like, what?
What?
Nice.
Did you think that didn't apply to you?
Well, he's still managing to do pretty good.
Yeah, he's second, only 10 points behind Enzo.
Yeah, so regardless of the penalty,
if he bags every race till the end and Enzo gets second, Vlad can still become champion. So
the penalty he had to pay was 5.4 million. But on the other hand, he got 5 million for participating in every race. So in the end, he started the season with 29.
That's so funny.
Yeah,
that's so funny. Bloody thought that he was so smart, resetting and all, and got hit by the super rookie penalty.
Talking about the super rookie penalty, if you do a soft reset, do you get a penalty as well?
I don't think so. No.
No, I don't think so.
Take into account that the soft reset can be done by players that have less than 17 races in the game. So it's not like an older player can abuse that.
No, fair enough.
Okay,
so technically,
that's only for new players. Only the fresh players can do soft resets. The other ones can reset, but it won't be a soft reset. It would be a regular reset, let's call it. Raymond is asking what is the penalty, Phoebe? Go read the rules, Raymond.
Looking at the wiki.
Looking at the wiki. Oh, you are talking.
It's 200k per point above 50.
Per point?
Yeah. So if I don't score any points anymore, that means I have 28 more points than 50. So times I will get a penalty of 5.6 million if I don't get into amateur. So that's a little big.
Raymond is bragging about his certification test. Have you guys taken the certification test?
Yes.
Yep. I actually did it
today.
Really? I did it I think before not about 2 races ago, I think. I figured I might as well start doing that. And
so you waited a few races.
Oh yeah, no, I waited
Yep.
I didn't want to try that anytime soon because you're not familiar enough with everything unless you have like a bunch of windows up with all the information and the wikis and everything else, or you find a cheat sheet. Yeah, actually, I kind of the questions were not quite what I expected, and so I had to look a couple things up. But I think about half of it I just went off of common sense kind of thing, and I ended up passing. I only got one wrong. I was a bit surprised with that.
It's like, who was the Formula One driver champion in 1993?
I know. I was like, what the fuck? I don't know. I just
Well,
looked that up
the
on Google.
certification test questions are meant to stimulate you and teach you how to perform a search on the site, so you don't go around starting topics for everything.
Yeah,
No, but
that's the main goal.
there are two questions in the test that I think, okay, what does this have to go with game mechanics? And that's
Yeah.
with the GPRO meetings, where the
That's
first
what I
and the
was just
second were.
That's what I was just about to say, is that one. So I'll let you continue.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's an artifact. Like, there used to be on the main page, there used to be a link to all the pictures of the old meetings.
And
But
whose
that link
fault is that
actually got
that
kicked
it's
out.
not the case anymore, Jasper?
I
Can
have
you
no
tell
Yeah,
us?
I searched for that on the forums. I could not find anything about that. I had to search Google and then even look a little extra to try and figure out what that one was.
But Jasper has not replied.
Yeah, they use at the place where there's now the link to the World Cup. There used to be a link to GPRO meetings.
Yeah, thank you,
But
Jasper.
So yeah,
For those who don't know, Jasper is the one running the World Cup, so it's his fault basically.
Yeah, but okay, if you get both of these wrong, you have to get 100% on the rest of the questions. Because you need
I got a
23 of
question
25.
wrong, but I think that it was a trick question. Because I replied that I think it was sponsor related, and it was asking if the sponsor's progress was reset or not in all cases. And of course, that if you're a rookie, it gets reset, and for all the other tiers, it does not. So it was tricky.
I don't remember which one I didn't get right.
I should go and check. That's available.
I'm looking at that
actually.
right now. Actually, no, I got two wrong. Question 2 and question 7.
but the questions are different for everyone, I think. No.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah,
Not sure. I think they got selected from a random. Yeah.
There's a number of questions, and I don't know, perhaps 30, 40. I don't know exactly the number, and you get a.
Question 2 was, can you extend the contract of your technical director? And question 7, in which situation will you lose your driver given that you are not in rookie? That one I figured out after I answered it. So technically it should have been only one I got wrong.
Here's the question I failed. It asks, what happens with the current sponsor negotiation when you promote or relegate? The trick here being, what happens if you relegate from amateur to rookie? Mm-hmm. It gets reset. Mm-hmm. So that's the question I failed. But because I knew that it got reset in that case, and the answer that question was looking for was not it.
Yeah, I
blame Vladimir for this.
Yeah, I got both questions wrong about the meetings. So thanks Jasper for the 1 million reduction.
You're welcome.
Everyone blame Jasper.
Yep. Thankfully,
I do think you're right. I mean, Vlad should just take those questions out of the pool. It's not that much, not that hard to do.
I managed to Google it, but it wasn't even.
No.
It was hard to tell if that was even for GPRO or for something else. And so I just took the risk because there was no other real answers anywhere else on Google. And so
you mean the GPRO meeting? Well, there's an album with pictures of the meetings,
and that's the one I just had to take a guess on because it didn't.
The first 4 or 5 meetings were from an older game, not from GPRO.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't 100% sure if that was right or not, because there was pictures.
You have a point there, because that was the case. The first pictures in that album are not GPRO.
Yeah, there was. I can't remember exactly, but it was something like that I ran across, and I just had to take a guess on that.
It's very simple. You need to go checking what year GPRO started.
Yeah. I can't remember
because
exactly
anything
everything I
older
did.
than that is not GPRO.
Earlier in this live stream, it is said that 2005 was the beta, and in 2006 was season 1.
Yes, exactly. But not only that,
But you need to give the
there's
location.
an easy way to find that out. There's a GPRO meetings forum on the site. You go check the topics discussed in the GPRO meetings, and you can find out which one was the first.
I did that though, but maybe
You
I
did
failed.
that.
Maybe I failed at it, but I did look that up, and I got
You
a bunch
sucked
of
at
people
it, but you
asking
did
that
it.
question. Yeah, apparently
So
I sucked
fucking
at it.
Brussels.
I saw a bunch of people asking that question,
Hey.
but I saw
Brussels.
no answer to the question.
Reasons why next meeting should be in Belgium. No.
Well, next meeting is at Bulgaria. Ilya is hosting, and Vlad apparently will make an appearance. We see our mysterious Vladmin, who refuses to appear in this streaming. By the way, yes, I'm talking to you right now. He's been invited a few times and he declined.
Well, me being all the way in Canada, I'm not making that.
Well, it's a little bit of a trip to get to Bulgaria.
Yep.
But you've done it, right, Flo?
I've been in Bulgaria, yes, 2014, where I happened to meet Vlad and get access to the source code, of course.
And mysteriously, 2 months later, Jaguar started performing. The Jaguar team started doing well.
In 2
all of a
months,
sudden.
I improved the performance of the team, just like this, with the source code, of course. Because I stole it from the GPRO headquarters.
I could let Vlad borrow my Mandalorian helmet, so no one has to see his face, but at least we know he'll be there.
we could do a Stig performance. He's too ugly to appear. No, you're not, Vlad.
Vlad, I will buy you a new hat.
Well, the hat he's wearing at the profile picture he has on the site, not this at YouTube. The profile picture that he has on the site, I gave him that hat as a present when I arrived to his house, when I met him.
Oh, that's so cute. I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, that happened.
That's why you got the source code.
What?
Yeah, I traded for a hat.
What?
That's all it costs is a hat.
I also gave him a copy of this flag,
Ivan had a very weird random, in my opinion. Your driver was not feeling well in his helmet, and it had to be changed with a new one.
Yeah, that's Vlad's fault.
There's a story behind
he has
that.
the button to shoot the randoms,
So at the start of the game, there was another text for this random, just something silly. But then in the 2007 Japanese Grand Prix, Mark Webber actually vomited in his helmet. And after that, they put this as the text for the random. It's a reference to Mark Webber vomiting.
That's some dino insight, Jasper.
At least that at least put some more context into that one.
I found out about that recently. I don't remember who commented on it earlier this year, perhaps. And I probably read about it at the server, but I'm not sure.
I mean, I think it is the reason. Actually, maybe I made that up, but I know that Mark Webber vomited in his helmet in Japan. But I think that's why there is the text, but maybe Vladimir can confirm that.
That's probably the reason, yeah. I believe so, but because I read it somewhere, but I can't recall where. I remember that we had an incident with with Hamilton and his side some years ago, but Vlad didn't make it into a new random. That was disappointing. Anyway, guys, we are at 2 hours and a half right now, and I know you have lives and daughters to attend.
Indeed. The life, not so much. Daughter, yeah.
Yeah. Life, well, no life, of course, and GPRO
much.
addict, but yeah, the daughter, the
Yeah, I
adulting.
need to go extract the Excel files.
Yeah, go back to your beloved Excel files with obfuscated data.
Yeah, Carl, team meeting in 5 minutes.
I gotta get my daughter to her mother's first, and then sure.
Okay.
Race analysis time.
I think we are going to end the streaming now. It was a pleasure, of course, to have you all here. I think that not only we got to meet you, but I think that some of the other newbies also got some idea on what they are getting into.
And hopefully not what to do.
And of course, we also managed to guild trip new mentors. So I think that this was a very successful streaming.
Yep.
Get out while you still can. It's too far
Too
gone
late.
for me.
Run.
Yeah.
I'm too far gone already.
If there are more questions regarding frying engines, this is my Discord.
Yeah.
No. The other way. You're pointing out that way. Okay. That's Martin's Discord. Apparently, he's open to everyone. Use that, and you can also join the GPRO server. We have I'm going to post an invitation at the chat.
Yeah, I still think that the Skype icon needs to be changed to Discord.
Oh yeah, Vladmin. Hello.
What Skype icon?
Yeah, in your profile, there's still a Skype icon.
There you have. That's the Discord link. So everyone who's new and wants to join the Discord server, we have some fun there, and we also have some learning for those who are interested in learning something new. You can ask
and some
questions in the newbie section. Well,
we don't only have fun there.
Yeah.
And join Rookie 90 with the drama queens.
Yeah, really.
Okay.
Anyway, good night to everyone, and thanks for being tonight with us.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for
Thanks,
introducing me as a fresh newbie.
No, you're my co-host. People know that, Jasper. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.